Hello everyone and welcome to my special Halloween episode of Lipnox SQ, the show about the games, applications, and tech demos released on SideQuest. Now on today's episode, I'm focusing on zombie games for the Oculus Quest. Now before wasting any more time, let's get into it. The first game is Zombie Baseball 3D. So what did I think of this game? You got a baseball bat, you're hitting the balls to hit the zombies. The graphics look nice, there's a bunch of different areas as you're progressing through and different bats you can unlock. This is a game designed around Android, it seems. Even the menu has that Android phone shape. And you're swinging the bat in this block type thing. You call for the ball and then it comes and you're hitting the zombies. The zombies are auto-aim, so it just automatically goes to the zombies. But you have to sort of hit the ball. If you hit it from the top at all, it doesn't seem to work. It's kind of finicky how it works. It doesn't seem like this was designed for the Quest. It just sort of seems like it was quickly ported over. I had fun playing it. Things need to be tweaked for the Quest so that the hitting mechanics work better. As a start though, it's cool. I would say check it out.
Reload.
So GunSpinning is a zombie game set in the Wild West. You're basically spinning your guns to reload. You got a little bit of a laser pointer type of thing to shoot them, and the zombies look kind of good. Unfortunately, you can't move around or anything, so you're just sitting there shooting the zombies. I will say though, as much as shooting the zombies is fun, I did get bored pretty quickly, but what I didn't get bored of, shooting the bottles in the tutorial mode. Now that was a lot of fun. So I would say that GunSpinning is a pretty decent game. Maybe not my favorite zombie game on this list, though with great graphics. Hopefully the developer is still working on it because I'd love to see what this becomes and see what those aliens become.
Reload.
So next we have Zombie World VR. Now this is another game that you're basically shooting the heads of zombies. There's a decent selection of weapons you can choose between. There's some nice voiceover at the start. You've got 3 levels to pick between, you progress through each one, and each wave sends you into a different area. So you're not fighting in the same area over and over and over again. It does have a great leaderboard, which seems to be dominated by someone named Max. Can't imagine who that is. But it's definitely a fun game. It doesn't look so good with the recording on, but when you take the recording off, the frame rate issues are definitely not there. So I would say if you're looking for a zombie game to check out, this is definitely one you should take a look at. Now it does have character intros for all the different levels, which are kind of hilarious. So for those additional parts, it definitely adds some production value. You know, having 3 distinct levels, having the high score, having the different weapons, you know, it does add a lot of value. In terms of zombie shooting games, Zombie World VR is one of the better ones that I covered today. Now Triton VR is some sort of multiplayer setup thing where you're meant to play in your own personal play space together. I didn't have a second person to play this with, obviously, so I just did it solo, lone wolf style. It's fun. You're just sitting there in the PvE, player versus environment mode. You're just shooting there, shooting the zombies that come towards you from the 4 different trenches. It mentions these things, borers, bunker, and all these types of things. I don't understand what that is, but maybe that comes later on. Maybe that's further in the waves. I did play for a bit, and it was just the same thing over and over again. You know what, generally though, it's fun to play. Zombie variation is quite nice. There's zombies that explode, there's zombies that move faster than other ones, small zombies, bigger zombies. So if you're looking for something to shoot zombies, this is fun. I like the laser weapons the best because they were the most fun to reload. And I didn't have much success using this sword, obviously, because you get swarmed and pretty dominated. Now I will say that this is one of the ones that VR Reviews checked out. So if you want to learn more about this game, definitely check his channel out. I'll leave a link down below. In terms of zombie kind of games, can't go wrong with this one. This is a good one to shoot zombies in. Now Zombie Graveyard VR is probably the most Halloween-inspired zombie game, as it just came out on SideQuest recently. It has pumpkins, it has this really cool environment, and the unfortunate part about it is that, you know, it's very early. There is no actual goal beyond just shooting zombies continuously. It doesn't seem to count any points. The gun wasn't aligned properly in your hand, it was kind of off to the side a little bit. There is an axe weapon, but as soon as you get close to the zombies, you seem to die anyway, making the axe kind of pointless. In terms of being a zombie kind of game for Halloween, I think this one has such a cool aesthetic that you really need to check it out. I did have a ton of fun with this, just wandering around, shooting the zombies over and over again, shooting their heads off, and seeing the way the physics worked. So, definitely one you should check out, and definitely a treat, I should say. Final Hunt is a strange one. You basically have a rifle that's quite difficult to reload, but it kind of adds to the appeal. So you're kind of going around refilling the gun, and shooting these zombie types of characters, getting to the boss zombie. The boss zombie seems to always be in the same spot when I played, but maybe different difficulties have different setups, and there are bullets you can find scattered throughout the level. It's fun, the environment is decently sized, the premise works, some of the zombies did get stuck. I think this is the start of something quite nice, and I hope this isn't the end for Final Hunt, as I'd love to see this game fleshed out a lot more. The opening spot where you're shooting the targets is quite nice. The overall game, you know what, it needs work, but it's fun to play right now. It's got 3 difficulty modes. it's definitely one you should check out for Halloween. Rest in Pieces is basically a wave shooter. There's 6 levels, an absolute ton of weapons you can unlock, perks, all sorts of things like that, and I think it's an absolute treat to play. It is $3.99, but it was originally $7.99 on the Oculus Rift store, and I think this Quest port is fantastic. They've done an amazing job converting it over to the wireless headset. There has been some updates since it came out, which definitely is nice. The scaling was altered a little bit. You can see your full body character, which you couldn't before. I do have a little bit of desire with how the melee weapons work. They don't seem to work that great. Overall, Rest in Pieces is one you absolutely need to check out. It's well worth the price tag. If you want to learn more, check out VR Reviews. He's got a ton of content on this game. Now, Escape Bud is a strange one because you're actually playing as the zombie in this one, facing off against human survivors. You have your claws to attack the humans, but you can also shoot teeth out too. It's designed around a room scale experience so you can walk around the room. Now, this one has a gimmick where you can use your room as the environment and walk around just with your own controls, but I found the scaling of everything a little bit hard to do that, so I just used the analog stick to move around, which was perfectly fine. I think the graphics are cute because of the way everything is. It seems to collide with everything and you kind of get overwhelmed. I feel like everything should be a lot smaller in scale for a better experience. The hands are too big, your character seems too big, the characters you're facing are too big. It's a lot of fun and I love the unique idea to it. So Escape Bud is one you should check out for Halloween for sure. Now Zurvival is such a strange game because you start this up and you're actually in this weird hub world or hub room that parts of the Joker movie are playing. The newer one with Joaquin Phoenix, which is an awesome movie by the way, but not anything relevant with zombies or this game at all, so there's that. But you go in and you see a zombie coming towards you in this huge open world, and they just sort of randomly fall over, and then you see zombies flying out of the sky and floating upwards out of the sky. And I mean, when you shoot at them, you realize that all your guns have this weird curvature thing, and you seem to move your hand up and down to swap between all these guns, and it seems like the only gun that actually shoots properly is the pistol, except for it doesn't shoot properly. It has some weird slow motion thing that tends to like freeze up the game. So, I mean, this is the strangest game, but it's almost hilarious and worth checking out if you like hilariously bad games. So, I mean, this is a trick, all right, I guess. I don't know who the trick's being played on, but it's hilarious. It's clearly someone messing around, seeing what they can get working. So I applaud their abilities to sort of create whatever this is, but I mean, don't take it seriously, have a laugh, and that's Zurvival. So ZombiesVR, yet another zombie game. You're walking around this park area with free locomotion, which I like that, and you know what, they got a hilarious ragdoll kind of effect, keeps track of the point, you have different waves. It's generally a fun game to play. I mean, there's not too much to it, but for something you're going to play for 20 minutes at most, maybe 10-15 minutes, this is a fun game to play for Halloween. This is a good zombie-type experience. Who knows if it's going to get updated more, but the general park area is quite nice. The black laser pointer thing coming out of the guns is a little bit strange. You know what? You can have fun with this one. Who knows what comes out of it after this, but for something that's completely free on side quests, I didn't feel tricked. I felt like this was a bit of a treat, and you know what? You should check it out. Now, the next one I'm going to check out is called Spooky Night. I did play this for a full review. It is a paid title. I believe it's $2.99 right now. And for a kids game, it's a blast of fun. This is yet another arena wave shooter kind of one. This is definitely a polished kind of game, but it's on the, it's on the short side a little bit. You're basically shooting a cannon. You have the punching glove also. I would say check out the full review. I definitely recommend this one to check out for Halloween. All sorts of little spooky things, all the Halloween type characters, witches, werewolves, zombie types, mummies. It's a lot of fun. I would check it out. I'd also like to bring up a game I covered earlier on in the show called Let's Go Chopping. You're in a store, kind of like a convenience store. You're killing zombies while shopping, collecting the different shopping list items, and it's a ton of fun. There's tons of different weapons you can unlock. I find that this feels a lot like a mini Saints and Sinners type of game, and right now I believe it's only $3 on SideQuest. There is a demo as well, so check that out. But Let's Go Chopping is one of the best games I've played on the Quest, and in terms of zombie games, it's definitely my favorite. Now, a game I covered recently was Operation SERPENS. Now, it has a great zombie mode that's basically a survival thing. It lasts virtually infinitely if you can survive it. It is still on sale, I believe. So, if you're looking for something zombie-related, that's one of the most polished and one of the most fun you can have. I would check that game out for sure. It's got awesome gameplay, tons of weapons, and shooting the zombies is a ton of fun. See if you can beat my high score. So that was my Lipnox SQ Halloween special. We had some fun, we played some zombie games, getting some shots off, get that trigger finger working. If you liked the episode, like, comment, and subscribe, and if you didn't, let me know what I can improve down below.